Good morning. Good Monday morning, Soapbox Nation. Hey, how is everybody doing today? How was everybody's weekends? Hey, I'm your host, Matt Morgan, and thank you for joining me for episode 81 of Soapbox Daily. Today, it's Monday, and the clock's turned back in this time zone. So daylight savings and everything else kicked in, which is great because we got another hour to do what we wanted to do. And I had a pretty full weekend, actually. I got to spend a father-daughter weekend this weekend, and it was pretty good. My wife needed a break, so she went away with the girls for the weekend. It's just like, woohoo, okay, so we're going to do our thing. And we tried to fill as much as we could into 2 days. And it was fun. It was fun, so I really had a good time with that. But in the mix of all this, because earlier on, if any of you have been following along, we've introduced a new family member to our household. We got a little puppy back in January, and our little puppy's about 10 months old now, 11 months, I think, at this point. So when you have a puppy, which is not a large dog, it's a small dog, and you have, it's kind of a breed that requires a lot of attention, wants to be around its family, wants to be around its loved ones. It has a difficulty with separation, but what do you do when you want to go out and do stuff, right? You kind of have to make sure your animal stays safe. And so for us, we put her in her crate and away we go. That way we know she's in her crate, she's not getting in any harm's way, she's contained and everything. But of course, that has its own joys at the end of the day. Today's topic today is, how do you feel about pets? That is our topic for today. That's what we're going to be talking about. How do you feel about pets? See, not everybody is a pet lover. So we're going to discuss this, which I'm trying to understand it, but I just want to, get some basis on this for why people have pets and clarify other things, because there's different levels of pets and everything else on that. But before we get into that, hey, how was your integrity this weekend? How was your integrity today? Are you being the positive change the world needs? Are you setting the positive example to change the world, to make the world a better place? Also, please check out getOffMySoapbox.com for more information on all our shows. Check out our FAQs, and also our contacts are on there in the Us menu. So today's topic, ask any pet owner what their pet means to them, and they'll usually come up with the words love, companionship, loyalty, friendship. And for many, they're a valued member of the family. And for some of us, like myself, our only companion in the sense that, yes, I have my family and I'm my wife and my kid and everything else. But I've had those days where I've had a cat when I was a bachelor. And if it wasn't for me having my cat, it would be pretty lonely. So yeah, they are valuable in that regards. Their unconditional acceptance of us, even when we forget to give them their breakfast or cut short their walk, it's just a great source of comfort. Like your pet looks at you with admiration and they adore you, they love you, if you treat them well, of course. As well as the emotional benefits of keeping a pet, there are also proven health benefits of owning a pet that I don't think people realize. The health benefits of owning a pet. They help boost your immune system. They decrease blood pressure and cholesterol levels, boost self-esteem, improve your mood and overall resilience, help you cope with stress and anxiety, and also encourage you to exercise. For some, the bond is even more significant. The elderly look on to their pets as a vital companion. When children have left home, a partner dies or moves out of the home for specialist care, a pet will help to starve off the feeling of loneliness as well as provide comfort and the feeling of being needed. For the young, a pet can often take on the role of a sibling, a playmate, a confidant. Pets can help bolster fragile self-esteem and provide confidence. Sometimes a pet can provide the closeness that might be lacking in some family environments or provide reassurance through anxieties and troubled times. Wow. The power of a pet. Now, of course, there's different levels of pets. There's your goldfishes, there's your hamsters, but we're talking cats and dogs and stuff like that. Pets that have more interaction, not the ones that are just self-contained and you take them out, that you take them out just when you want to play. No. Any level of pet is important. And what bothers me is, like, for instance, my wife didn't have a pet, never had a pet, never knew about pets ever in her whole life. So that's part of the reason why we got a dog earlier this year. And I think she had this whole feeling at one point that they were lower creatures, irrelevant, kind of like, an accessory. And I don't want it to come across the wrong way. My wife is anything from being heartless, but she just had a different viewpoint. She didn't understand the connection and the bond. Connection and the bond that I would, express to her when I explained to her about my animals I've had in my life, especially my cat I used to have. And she never understood that because she never experienced that bond. So we got the dog, and that changed. It was just like a wow moment. Like she realized that, oh, wow, okay. Now I understand this connection, this bond, this love that you can have for this small little creature. And it was just awesome. And now they're inseparable. She does everything she can for our little puppy. Everything. Bends over backwards, doesn't complain. And, it's like having another child. It's like having a child in the house. It really is. You have to clean up the messes and everything. But you know what the beautiful thing about animals, and before I stretch the show out to like hours, here's the beautiful thing about animals. Like anything that's living, you treat it nice, it loves you. It treats you nice back. Just like anything, whether it's a human, whether it's an animal, you treat it nice, it's going to treat you back nice, and it's going to love you. You love it, it's going to love you. And you have to remember that when you get a pet, it's not just for your amusement at all. It is a living creature that depends on you, and you have to step up to that responsibility. You have to have the integrity to be able to take care of this creature, of this living being. Remember that. But the importance of having a pet is so great. You don't feel loneliness. It has so many health benefits. Believe it or not, that list of health benefits was just a small portion of what pets can do for you. It's beneficial. It's another living creature, another living life form. Don't put it below you. I feel it's on par, if not even greater than humans, because animals only live by instinct and how they're taught. They don't care about social media. They don't care about, rumors in the schoolyard. They don't care about their friends or giving them bad ideas. They don't care about that. They're instinctive. How you treat them, that's how they are. You love them, they love you back. So how do you feel about pets? Please let me know. Share your opinions. I have contact information on getoffmysoapbox.com or over on Twitter @MadSoapbox. Please send me a DM. Post some comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. How do you feel about pets? Frankly, I adore pets. I love pets. They're a lot of responsibility, but you got to remember, you make that commitment. And before you make that commitment to a pet, understand that it is a commitment. There's too many, and excuse my language, douchebags out there that got pets during COVID, and now that they're going back to the office, they're abandoning pets, or passing them off, or dropping them off at pounds, and those people are wrong. Those people, there's a problem with them. You make a commitment to an animal, you make a commitment to another creature that relies on you, they bond with you, you made a commitment. You see that commitment through. Otherwise, you should be dropped off at the pound. All right? Not the animal. You should be dropped off at the pound because there's a problem with you. Make the commitment, stick to the commitment. Animals need you. Love them. They will love you. See it through. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to wrap this up for today. Oh, I just keep going over time. I think I'm going to have to re-quote my daily show longer than 3 to... originally it was 3 to 5, and then I went to 5 to 8. I'm going to have to get a little longer with this. And can you imagine if we get daily guests? It'd be even crazier. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Hey, I'm your host, Matt Morgan. Thank you for joining me for today's Monday show. Please check your integrity, keep your integrity in check, and also have a great Monday moving forward. And I will see you next episode.